is up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Here's your workout for today. Warm up. We're going to get into 3 rounds. 3 rounds of this, guys. We're starting off with a minute of cardio of your choice. So this could be anything from running, rowing, biking, jumping jacks, burpees. Nobody's going to do burpees. So jumping jacks, anything that really kind of gets your heart rate up that we don't need to really get warmed up for to do. Okay, so keep that in mind and kind of play around with that. Get creative. You can even switch it up a little bit and do something different. Okay, so again, that's going to be for the first minute. After that, we're going to go into 10 alternating lunges with a twist. So with those guys, let's just be sure that as we lunge down, very similar to what we did yesterday, we're just going to think about just lunging slightly out. So you'll notice that knee kind of comes out, knees tracking over the foot. From there, we're going to reach our arms out in front of us. I like to interlock my hands. I'm going to reach to my right. I'm going to reach to my left, okay? What I don't want you guys to do is just kind of aimlessly throw your arms like this. Okay? Make sure we're actually extending that torso, really reaching as far as we can each and every time. We're just trying to hit that back a little bit, especially mid-back. Dumbbell snatches on Monday with the support your local box event, and then Tuesday we had kettlebell swings or dumbbell swings, some sort of hinging movement. That should have helped out a little bit. We should have felt a little bit better after doing that. But again, a lot of hinging on Monday and Tuesday, so I want to make sure that back is feeling nice and fresh, okay? So after we're done with 10 alternating, that'll be total 5 on each leg. You're then going to do 10 narrow squats, okay? We're going to be doing these in the workout today, so I want you to kind of play around with your surface. You can even elevate your feet, elevate your heels, That'll assist you in getting a little bit deeper down into that narrow squat. Okay, so for me, I'm going to go ahead and use the gymnastics pad right here for a handstand push-up wall, because it's going to give me a little bit of that elevated surface. Okay, so go as narrow as you want. Ultimately, we should just have a feet underneath our hips, nothing too crazy. But as we squat, you're going to want to get your arms out in front of you as a little bit of a counterweight. It's just going to help you kind of keep that chest a little bit taller and allow you to sit back with your heels. Okay, so from here, we're going to keep our arms out in front. We're going to start to slowly squat down, keeping the chest tall. As soon as we get to that bottom position, we're driving through our heels and standing. Okay, just be sure we got to send the hips down and back a little bit. But again, the elevated surface with the heels is just going to assist us in getting a little bit deeper into that squat, which will just help us build more muscle. Okay, so again, that's going to be 10 total reps. After that, you have 10 weighted RDLs. So you guys are going to have your dumbbell, your odd object, whatever that may be. I'm going to use the odd object today because typically I'll show you with the dumbbell. What you guys are going to do, you're just going to hold on to your odd object. So that can be here. We're just going to get our feet underneath our hips. You'll notice the sandbag pretty much stays right in front of me the entire time, but then I'm just going to unlock my knees. I'm going to really send those hips back, find some tension in those hamstrings, and squeeze my butt. Okay, good. Side angle here. Unlocking knees, hips go back. As soon as we find tension, which for me is about right here, squeeze and stand. Okay, so 10 reps of that, guys. The idea there was just kind of hitting the hamstrings, hitting the hips, hitting the glutes a little bit, getting everything nice and primed for what we have today. We have a lower body killer today. It's going to be a good one. I'm super excited about this one. But again, guys, that is going to be the warm-up. 3 total sets of that. Get after it. Alrighty, guys, so our workout today, we have 2 parts to this. We're taking the cardio down big time. This is not the intent at all today. Today we're kind of slowing things down, focusing on building some muscle in those legs of yours, all right? So what we're going to be doing is we're starting off, we're doing 6 sets, okay? 6 sets. You start off with 20 lunges. That could be, the RX version will be weighted, so you can hold your dumbbell, you can hold your odd object, either way, it doesn't matter. You can place that dumbbell or odd object on any part of your body, right? So we can hold it goblet style, we can hold it on the shoulder, on our back, whatever you want to do there, get creative. Again, the idea there is we're just hitting good lunges, okay? Now, kind of piggybacking off what I said a little earlier about our lunges, let's really just be sure that we're getting good position with our lunges, because it's very easy to mess this movement up as we get kind of tired and fatigued, okay? So just be sure that as we lunge, I'm going to kind of do this from a side angle here. We're going to lunge down, and then as we lunge back up, as we start to stand, guys, try to avoid keeping the hand on your hip or on your knee here, and then pushing off. And also avoid just kind of hopping into our next rep like this without ever extending that front leg. When we get here, guys, the idea is that we want to drive straight up, we want to squeeze our butt, and then go into our next rep, okay? If you guys are just kind of coming up halfway and going, yes, you'll get done significantly faster, but again, guys, today's not for time. Today is for good quality movement, so let's slow things down, make sure we're hitting good position with our lunges as we go through those, okay? So 20 total reps, that'll be 10 on each leg. After that, we have 10 heel elevated squats, just like I said, with just a narrow stance. So you guys can use something like a gymnastics pad. If you have a plate at home, you can use that like a 10 or 15 pound plate, not an actual plate. But anything that's gonna raise your heel up, I would say like 1 inch to 2 inches should be about right. If 2 inches, if you struggle with mobility, you're gonna want to elevate your feet a little bit higher. If you're really good with mobility, however, you can start to just kind of hang out in like that 1 inch range, 2 inch range, right around there. But again, if you need a little bit more, getting that heel elevated a little bit higher will help you get into good position, okay? The idea with these guys, because it's not something we normally do, is it just heavily focuses on your quads. Something that we don't do a lot of with CrossFit. So again, it's just something where we can kind of break a movement down, isolate those quads a little bit, and just start to build some strength in them, okay? But after we're done with that, you're then gonna go into 10 toe elevated RDLs. So just like we did in our warm up, we have our RDLs. You're gonna go ahead and do that same movement, but you're gonna elevate your toes. So what we're doing there is we're tightening up that hamstring a little bit more. And so we're not gonna necessarily get as deep into the RDL as we did, or the Romanian deadlift as we did in the warm up. But again, it's gonna help us focus primarily on that hamstring and the glutes, okay? So again, we're just gonna be in that position, toes up, and then again, we unlock the knees, push the hips back, find tension, squeeze our butt and stand. Okay, same thing, you can put that dumbbell, you can put the odd object anywhere on your body to make it work for you, okay? But after we are done with the 10 RDLs, you are then going to do 50 jumping jacks, okay? Just to get a little bit of cardio. Again, we're not really doing much today of that, so that can help us kind of get us moving a little bit, promoting blood flow. It's just gonna help us feel a little bit better in the following days of programming, okay? So again, you're gonna do 6 sets of that. You're gonna rest as needed between sets. That's gonna be somewhere between like 1 minute to 2 minutes, right? Don't get too crazy on your rest between. You're gonna be resting a little bit as you go through the 20, 10, 10, and 50 obviously. So just be sure that we don't spend too much time resting, don't get carried away. Make sure you guys have a clock. It's very easy when I say rest is needed to all of a sudden rest 7 minutes and then start your next round. Remember here guys, stay focused. Let's get through this in a timely manner, right? But that's gonna be part 1. After that, we got some core work. Again, we're just keeping things nice and slow today. You're gonna start off with 3 sets. You're gonna do 10 cross-body V-ups, okay? That'll be on each side of your body, so 20 total reps. The cross-body V-up, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay down on the ground, and then from here, you're gonna face this way. We're gonna extend our body out, arms are overhead, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach my left leg up, and I'm gonna reach my right hand to my right leg. So it should look like it's really tight. We're gonna reach up, touch that foot, and alternate to the other side. Okay, so again, you're going 10 on each side with that movement. After that, we have 15 to 20 tuck-ups. That's gonna be 3 sets as well. With the tuck-up, guys, you're gonna think about being here. You're just gonna basically just come up, you're gonna extend your body, and you're gonna reach up like so. Arms stay ahead the entire time. We're driving the knees into the chest, really thinking about crunching that core down nice and tight, okay? So again, that's gonna be 3 sets of 15 to 20 of those. Lastly, we have 3 sets of 15 to 20 straight body ceiling reaches. These are gonna primarily work on the upper part of your core, something that we don't get to hit on a lot. So again, as we drop down, we're gonna reach our arms up and overhead. And then the idea here, guys, is that we're not gonna reach our entire body forward here. We're gonna reach straight up. Okay, so this isn't a big movement. It's pretty subtle. But again, we just wanna make sure that our hands are going straight up and not forward like this as we rise, okay? So again, we wanna primarily focus on the top part of that core there. So again, 3 sets of that, guys. Overall, this should take about an hour, right? It's quite a bit of movements, primarily again focused on legs and core. So get after it. Make sure again that we don't spend too much time resting between sets on our leg burner. It's super, super important that you guys are staying on track with that. So like I said, have a timer handy. It will be crucial, especially when you're resting, okay? But that's all we got for today, guys. Get after it, have some fun, and we look forward to having you back tomorrow.